point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Yes, family, I want to welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Talking Point platform. I'm excited for be here because it's been 24 hours where we are not seeing me Fambule. So, like, imagine that. Today we deal with we usual Komon-Tok them. One of the Komon-Tok where we get for can look at better one where they make rounds on the social media. Now the warning where the Speaker of Parliament, when a Dr. Abbas Bundu, they give to APC honorable members where they elect for say the clock is ticking, they need for go take their seats, or then will get themselves implicated with the law. Waiting this way. Also, we go look at the statement of the Chief Minister, where they call on diasporans, anybody where feels he gets the know-how for go to the government, for go join and help push the country go before. And also we go look at ECSL. Then I mean I don't know if in a I don't know if in a I don't know if in a joking the joke. I don't know if in application the application. Akecha naka. I know they understand. Up till now, as we talk, the money where the ad hoc staff then be work. June 24, they not pay it. And we see today, Kailao, some of the guys and the beneficiaries they go demonstrate at the office day because now the new option we then get there, then for go verify before they give them the money. And all this and more, and perhaps the most important part, your comment, your observation, your suggestion. We might open the lines for let Fambo add, for let the platform become more engaging. If you're not the first time this city watch this program now Komon-Tok because the thing what they talking now Komon-Tok. Me or the presenter, of course, Mr. Komon-Tok. And always now we get out the door. We people okay, we don't buy that. They say like a one-stop shop news. Meaning we can almost get all the important news that we make rounds on social media. And most importantly for you will get news there where the traditional media they shy for talk, or they're not even bring and come, or they go just rub multiple and just look at and brush her off. And then talk them they mean good for the country. We get the potential for bring can development or even can go behind that we talk about. So consider subscribe our Talking Point platform, TPP Leon. We the broadcast also on our Facebook Live as we talk to now. If you maybe in a daily watch your Talking Point platform as well as YouTube TPP Leon. But we highly recommend you pay attention on YouTube. Why? Because we can get something with the broadcast now YouTube, they put on our Facebook. For example, yesterday we put Dr. Idris Lahibide on the program, and Facebook never get us. So now the benefits now. So if you do Facebook, it's okay for let you follow we on Facebook, but also follow we on YouTube typically because if you're not following, you will miss a lot. All right, as always, we not get nothing for waste. We not waste time. They can't just have come for the Malaysia. Better.
Talking Point platform for news every day now we country alone for education, entertainment, political affairs, TPTV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit TPTV.
Yes, so family, log on the first one first will be getting at the table. Yeah, family, I know how for that, with the share. We now with the share. So if you just join we now for share because I mean Now that would they do. Now that one we own job. What they watch now for share, share let other people and benefits. And also the I don't know if you subscribe yet. It will take some perhaps five they able to see with content again. So we highly recommend you do it as soon as possible. Subscribe. Otherwise, you're not going to get to channel again. It will be difficult for you get to anyway. But I'll jump on to the important points now. Let's see waiting Abbas Bundu puts. Now, as soon as see, this is not the statement we come from Abbas Bundu. Now, we can take with time, we can analyze them for now, and we also can play for now a clip, a short clip. Well, some people listen a leak, but I don't believe in a leak clip. I mean, we Dr. Samuel Kamara, they addressed some groups there anyway regarding this election and so on and so forth. We'll come play. But let me take with time first. Let's look at Dr. Abbas Bundu in statements when he make na the well of Parliament. Now, we read them for now. Don't we explain them back for people in downtown, where perhaps some of the English and the big. He says the Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abbas Bundu, cautions APC parliamentarians elect on legal implications of seat absence. In addressing the members of Parliament, the Speaker of Parliament, Dr. Abbas Bundu, warns the All People's Congress APC parliamentarians elect against legal provisions that will implicate them if they fail to obtain their seat at the well of Parliament. Now, so fumble, this now like a warning where they come up from the Speaker of Parliament directly to the APC members of Parliament. We're not going to take them seat. He say, then get problem with the law. Then get themselves into trouble with the law. So either one day say a provision there, it will be serious for them. Then go face the law, the other side of the law, if they're not going to take their seats. All right, no push go before small. He said, on the basis of those promises, the people voted for them as their representative to Parliament. By failing thus far to come and take their seats, they must know they are in breach of their contract with the people who voted them to Parliament, and they must also know that there is a consequence for short a breach. Now, Abbas Bundu, they say, just like any contracts between a person, I mean, there is what you call the breach of contract. If I not fulfill my own part of the duty, I don't give you my own part. I mean, I get right for vex or I get right for sue. For example, according to Abbas Bundu from this statement, they're not going to talk to the people and make them vote for them, for who represents in Parliament. And APC parliamentarians don't fail at their duty. So he remind them, say this, they don't breach, a breach of contract. In other words, they not do what's in their own side of the bargain where the people they expect them. And let them understand, say, it will be, they go buff. There is a consequence. Something will come after this. Something will come because it is against the law according to that. But if you ask the APC parliamentarians, then go say, now the people in Sessa will send in a parliament, now then tell them say, make them not go. So, we're in a catch-22 situation, look what they can say, we're in a difficult dilemma, Abbas Bundu, they say, the APC parliamentarians, they will not go, then therefore get problem with the law. And there will be consequence, and it will be some implications for them. It will be some problem for them anyway. But then we'll tell you, the APC parliamentarian will say, no, now the people in Axville will not go. So we listen to our people there. All right, now let's go before. Say, moving on, he called on young APC representative to take their seats. Let's take the words that we use, yeah? He said, you see, it in quotation, let me see what's in there. Not in all the way paraphrase now. In this regard, my sympathy is unlimited, especially for the young MPs who have been waiting for years for this opportunity, sacrificing labor and sweat and spending their last cent just to become honorable members of this house. Fumble, Abbas Bundu, no no doubt. Now, a seasoned politician. He first entered parliament in the 80s, 1980s, and then he will not born itself. The point why they talk is he well experienced and he know exactly what he do. When he writes something, he know what he mean. He know the message what they carry. Not supposed to just go parliament or just amateur politician. No, he fully aware of the strength of his language. Now, you see the words that we use. He said, in this regard, my sympathy is unlimited. You know, it is sympathy, it is sorry, and sorry, and sorry, it's not get boundary, you not get limits, you not get stop. Pass mark. Lord puts us a pass mark. My sympathy is unlimited. Lord move on the point. They say, especially for the young MPs who have been waiting for years. You see, this it tried directly for talk to the MPs there. You know, say there is, I mean, not a secret anymore. Fracas within the APC. Some of the young MPs, some MPs, they want to take the oath of office, but the party they hold them, and some other public opinion they prevent them. So in this way now, I swear they try for twist them brain. You see, it play on the imagination, it play on the emotion, it play on the thing where you know say a value to them. I make I say you know exactly what you talk. See where they play on the words there. My sympathy is unlimited, especially to the young MPs who have been waiting for this opportunity, sacrificing labor and sweat, spending their last cents. See? So people in the argue say this, and we used to say we don't suggest and say, I think the only way for solve this issue now for make sure say both sides are serious, particularly the ruling government, because this statement is like you are finding a way for a division for let more people can come, you know, and divide them party. You know, I mean, like I said, you know exactly the words they would use, and now a seasoned politician, and now message in the past. He ended his admonishments by again stating that the clock of 30 sitting days is clicking. To date, he said, they have had 12 sittings and 7 sessional committees and counting. Now, he reminded and said, according to the Constitution, there will be 30 sittings. And after then 30 sitting days and they pass, then we'll declare their sitting day vacant. What does this mean? According to the PR system, from what you understand, they will give opportunity to the other party there. But we don't know how to, because we not be no any other strength of any other political party pass them to the C4C, the NGC, and I mean, unable to survive, you know, and kill all them in the PRC system where people then talk and argue, then fight for say it will increase representation, it will increase women at parliament, it will make law we become more democratic. I mean, it just puts you in a more funny position. You know, and I make anything what they do with the intention bad, when at politics, you know, they fight, they see the reality. The PR system was never a good idea. Was never a good idea in the first place. People in Timam, Marcella, somebody, them shout, them talk, they're not listening to themselves. Now today with a struggle. If not the first past the post, the one will be the used strategy. APC, SLPP not forget to say that. No, they not forget to say that, and we'll just move on because other political party might have survived. If the NGC be in a parliament, C4C be in a parliament, it's easy for them. See what to be there happen. When I see what to be there happen, C4C, Lamina, Salamina. In just a gag, but they go na them parliament there. They go talk, say, the leader of the opposition. That man then be the user, you know, APC, SLPP be the user for their own benefit against your own party, but it's okay now, all are set up. But if they send a message as if we get a opposition. I think a lot of you now remember Andy Salamina. where we go na European Parliament, go talk say in a leader of the the biggest the political party. I mean, I know just for go show say we get where we know na the salon say it was not true, and that in not of any kind serious or heavyweight politician at that time, you know. But anyway, we go na European Parliament, he go talk. But I think let's just refresh people in mind. Why they bring come all this is because let people just know say the PR system was not good. But APC, I mean SLPP beget other political party the way support them, NGC supports them, C4C supports them. So perhaps if he then be left and no more, the first past the post, they not forget to say that with APC. Maybe APC and then for one go to parliament because they function, because Salamina then for the talk for the government, then for say we na opposition party, you know, even though we know say you know to be underground SLPP, where you know be gets the bold mind for Komon-Tok. But anyway, we'll end this, then we'll come reach that side. Let's move on. Now, it said political parties have to adjust in ways necessary to bring them in line with the national constitution. So it is equally pertinent to address the decisions taken by political parties to see if they are squared with the national constitution. He ended by saying to honorable members that a word for the wise is sufficient and that he awaits to welcome them at the well of parliament, he lamented. So basically, this now a warning and also now a review. I think they think say maybe the decision where APC they take so it get for according to if they in line with the national constitution. But if you know they're in line, that's not an issue. So it make it say constitution is so equally pertinent to address decision taken by a political party. So if a political party take a decision, then therefore look at the constitution and therefore see if it in line. Otherwise, now a warning they say a word for the wise is quite sufficient. Now a warning. So again, I still talk about the point say we for left bad politics, because bad politics in other move the country go before. You know, sometimes if they even bug yourself, you the person they propose on it, just like what happened. So imagine SLPP begets C4C in parliament. La taking a back memory lane. Don't remember, la just don't understand at the time. Listen carefully, Sir Lamina, one of the deceitful politicians in way of recent times.
Ambassador Mula has become a mouthpiece and an extension of the main opposition party, the APC. Ambassador Mula is on record of interfering to the most recently concluded parliamentary by-election in constituency 056, Samaya Bendigo in the Tonkolili district. Even though he was not an accredited observer, he was seen on a motorbike moving from one polling station to another polling station, making unsavory statements about the president and his government. Mr. President, honorable members, even though the Electoral Commission is an independent body, pursuant and in concurrence to Section 32 and 33 of Sierra Leone's 1991 Constitution, Ambassador Mula has on many occasions attempted to influence its chairman and commissioners. As I speak, the relationship between Ambassador Mula and the ECSL is nothing to write home about. He is on record of saying, I quote him verbatim, he is on record of saying, I quote him verbatim, that in Makeni, the opposition stronghold, I saw a huge crowd of people turning out to register. Whereas in Bo, the governing party stronghold, people were few. How come now the more people registered in Bo than Makeni? And of course, quoting Ambassador Mula, this is an inciting comment that has the propensity of creating instability in our country. Mr. President, Co-President, honorable members, in 2020, the EU in Sierra Leone supported a consultative conference of political actors and civil society to discuss electoral reforms in Sierra Leone. One key recommendation from the conference was the adoption of the proportional representation system as a form of election in Sierra Leone. In November 2022, the president pursuant to Section 38A of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone directed that elections be conducted using the PR system. Ambassador Mula also opposed it contrary to the position earlier adopted in an EU-sponsored consultative conference in 2020. You can imagine? Honorable members, President and Co-President, needless to mention where Ambassador Mula referred to a democratically elected government of His Excellency retired Brigadier Jos Malabio as a faction, in quotes, during the August 10 insurrectionist move with faceless leaders, calling upon the government to negotiate with faceless leaders. Of others, in view of the aforementioned, I, leader of the second largest opposition party in Sierra Leone Parliament, speaking of
leader of the second largest is where put and what will not say for suicide and dinner just conona they know that enclave them than do. But the point why they make here is always with the time for cow the genealogy, don't I just get the point. If the PR system will not be forcer, these people then for still they on C4C, then government for the user and say for the talk, you know. Salamina go na EU Parliament, go talk saying the second largest part. Well, I mean, who's platform corner? Who's that service for say again? Not saying don't die soon. Don't die, don't. So I know sometimes politicians then get for be serious in looking about national issue. Now you get women there when they will get opportunity. Of course, we know say the government could cater for 30% of women, which is good. But democracy, for allowing other smaller political parties to exist, because people then forget choice, then they forget choices, then forget, alternatives there. But the PR system, this don't prove that it don't kill all those small parties because it don't difficult for you get, you understand. And these are the people that back there which supports them. So if the point I think you not get no labor too much on this. All right. Now with all this way that happen, we see Dr. Samuel Kamara is a pool award on this negotiation, peace, and then you stance. All right. I know say some of them I don't listen this, but again, in case you not listen to it, now we just play I think now a short one.
Thank you. God bless you. Remember 2018, after the elections, most of them groups they also will form that time then Kamalo will be meeting. So now from them I learned a lot about the country, looking at the problems, looking at the way forward, looking at the party in position, looking at the struggles of the party, looking at the limitations them of the party, and waiting for them to go forward. This time I don't get a chance for good day and no good day, but I also receive a number of groups from people who collectively and individually. This group, a peculiar, somebody will say this not because it's not a family-related group. Some man say, because now you strength. When all things don't for them, the family not left you there. If any side with family fits the sometimes enemy don't go inside. Yeah. But the then go talk like is okay, go down. Family tick they say no they broke. Then they go up. So I appreciate this group. And I appreciate you now during the time of the campaign and be all over. Very good. The strength of the APC by my own estimation rely in the kind groups there. I mean, even I'm going to observe the entertainment groups, they're more than big meetings. Because when people are in a group and can't meet you, easy for them to talk to them. And you say, let's have get ideas. It's more organized, the relationship. So I appreciate you now, the organizers for the Alpha now, and God bless you now. Now, always the outside Freetown. I'm going to say now the southeast. The tension is plenty. But we are doing our prayers. I know say difficult for go into detail. But I'm for assure doing a number of assurances. Yes, the swoop, the man swoop. So hold, the hold. Electionary talk, dialogue, negotiations. Dialogue no means say it is lefando. Negotiation no means say it is lefando. But if you impose effect, say fine as you don't, you hear it from her, you say hear it from me. When I'm from Lagos, they will say, well, I guilty, I don't do bad. Yeah. You know. When you say battle, war, Usaiki end, that's it. This one as alone, 11 years of Usaiki end. Start Abidjan, go Lume, go all over, the end natively. Till we sign agreement in 2002, not so you give a laugh here. If we don't sign an agreement, so they no more perfect. We know the.
You see, when you look at Dr. Samuel Kamara, a message, you know, he willing for negotiate with the government, he willing for give peace a chance, which is a good thing. And I really appreciate when leaders and they talk in their kind of capacity, they think about national issues, national interests, because at the end of the day, we don't talk many times. No matter how long this impasse take place, we just therefore sit down one day, we talk. We know one country, we know one people. You know, I like SLPP the motto. I just wish them for the do exactly as I didn't say. One country, one people. Yes, that's not fact. We know one country, we know one people. Yes. And we're not going to change that because it's our nature. Now God now designed me and you for be Sierra Leoneans. Not to selection, not to matter of choice. Not to you don't decide. I mean, if you be asked before you car, I believe say, Boku no for go Sierra Leone, you know. Boku for prefer them born on the other side, you know. But now so God, I mean, so na a blessing, na opportunity. Lord, we grab her, Lord, we make use of her, you know. Lord, we make good use of her. You know, leaders them. I know politics gets your own game, but Lord, look at the bigger picture. And I think somewhere they look at the bigger picture of Sierra Leone. And then they negotiate because according to our UN post in the Fed, so not just therefore sit down back on our table, yeah. But then negotiations and they all therefore be genuine because if you're not genuine, it will break down back. So always we therefore suggest and make recommendations. Say whatever discussion, peace deal we then therefore make, let come out from the bottom of the hearts of the leaders and let things say alone first. All right, we don't push Nandi. We'll look at the chief minister, a message where he passed to the diasporans, especially the challenges where the government they get, and they call on all the diasporans for make them consider for go help the country. But anyway, let's not talk for. Listen. They come back to
it is also just how we communicate. People communicate. I get beaucoup party there. I get party there. But if you can't tell me, say nothing better, not they happy in a salon and a salon, a so that day. It's just like I beg me brother and sister not to so it be like just come here, can't. But then buy plane tickets, can't see no more talk. I think I also don't want to trivialize the realities that these are real. But you know, the way they would in America or outside, we can't expect that it's the same. It is on us to fix the problems. But many of these people want the problem to be fixed before they come. That's not the point. The point is that problem deal, now make we can, now make me idea. You go one for kind get you show them blackouts day, or then the switch day you get for generator. That's the reality of the country. So you go say, no they can't, because if I want to do me show we see make the lights go, we see lights go no more and so when I fix the lights before I can. I do think that we have lots of talent who are Sierra Leoneans everywhere. And the president always meets with this talent. It is on that talent for can we understand so you ever get lower pay. You ever take pay cut to you ever get blackouts, the road bad, the health facility challenging, water sometimes water not the day, the public toilets are not the toilet. It's all true. And that is exactly why you must pack your bags and come home to help us fix it. It's and then they go say, "Bo, we are not keep one open door for we and this." I get Paddy David Manley, we run for MP. Mm-hmm. He volunteer, lawyer, he trained, he do what he can. He say because I can't. He volunteer for 5 months to not pay. I don't even think so. Pay the backlog. It's not good. It's not like we're saying it's a wonderful thing. I worked for many months before I was paid. It's not like it's we're not proud of it. It's just where we are. But it's us who have to fix it. When I say we, the country, we have to fix it. And if you feel like you're paid 6-figure jobs, 6-figure salary, and thus if you can't salary, you expect 6-figure, and it may be. But we invite you for cast private sector. You can come as private sector, you can make farm, you make beaucoup money, you can't make Yabas farm. You will make beaucoup money, pass money when they pay you. Will it mean that you have to go up your building where lift not the panam beaucoup and you get for hats you say lift not the and all? Yes, it means that day. So I think my approach to the people in the diaspora, the president wants you to come. We want you to come. We understand your value. Yes, there are challenges in Sierra Leone. Yes, we all get for sit up on this boat here with the water rough. It's true. Yes, you don't want to pay some of those things because you feel like it's unjust. It is true. But the only way this country gets fixed is if you can't join with.
You know that.
All right, so Fambule had the invitation and the chief minister don't invite now in the diaspora for go join the government for go and fix the economy because there are a lot of challenges there. And mind you, you're not gonna forget pay up to 5 months possibly. If you work 6 figures, nothing say you get them back. But at the end of the day, if you go contribute to talent and help the country go before. But anyway, to be honest and more sincere, it's a good thing for talents and go back because we get people outside, professionals, and we get academics, we get people exceptional people in their own field. They don't, people accomplished professionals and you're not going to pass dictionary, you announce, you say you want society, they see the people the internet don't be very powerful now. We get people we don't know about a lot of people there. The point is, we'd always remind them to make this many times. All right. We don't talk many times, and we will go continue for talking. President Bio, Nogo, or any other president, not just one person among 7-8 million people. You need a team. The country is good as the leader is good as in team, and people then say the country is good as the people. So sometimes with the feel that the president no more name bad. But believe me, you get a huge chunk of Sierra Leoneans who also know the help, In one of the clip when himself puts, he just talk about the challenges who they talk, where they face as a government in terms of collecting, bribe, tax, how it's difficult. Some man, they don't sabi the system. Some man, they make 60% profits. They prefer for go pay bribe. 10% of that day for let no action for that. So our government will get revenue. It really challenging. So I think that person we talk they make sense. Say the country is good as the country the better as the people. If he then country will defend ourselves, so we see the way the citizens and they approach the governance. But anyway, I think we'll play first this other side where they talk, the chief minister. Lord, we bring some of the concern back where he raised regarding how he say feel frustrated. And for him, they even look at maybe even for sometimes for one give up. Anyway, no listener, no, let not talk for her again. Listen this one again. All right, okay. Sorry, Fambule. Now we set up back. No, listen, a very sensible point again. Listen carefully, this one. Listen carefully. You don't know say the problem not solve it. I mean, problem is far from solve. Far. Well, I mean, far. Very far. Listen, the chief minister in frustration. This now from a I think is listener from a TikTok. Listen. Hey, what's happening? The chief minister no one talk again. All right, okay, still late. All right, from the small seconds, it must stop, and the points that we make now, these are the reality. But again, I'll come for analyze that part today because I hate excuse. I hate excuse. Simply, I hate excuse. Because if somebody don't knock in chest, I will do this. You knock your chest publicly, there should be no excuse. Not as well. Anyway, listen.
Hi. So I don't be chief minister now for a couple of weeks. And the other day, when they talk to me, boss, to President Bureau, I tell and say, and on one part I was angry and frustrated, and on another part I was hopeful. And I believe, say, parts of the anger and frustration now that you they meet people them way they do the wrong thing. It's not public sector, private sector, and then noticing that the wrong thing where the country know they benefit from, but then they still do it. Angry and frustrated because say it possible for make me this country I go before. It possible for make me we with this alone raise the revenue in that alone. We go make we solve a water problem, with streets problem, with light problem, with the right set of leadership. And that leadership is not from home to the streets to the workplace to everywhere. The hope part now that we the people and we there be able to fix this country. And where I mean we all in government, certainly President build on certain team. But you get different people and we don't did it for 15, 20 years at the same departments and don't they? So the fact that they don't did it through all this time means they then still get a responsibility and role for play, not to the one in the more than they vote for. So one bad thing and we people that don't see, I don't engage in our private sector. I genuinely believe in private sector. We know say that private sector will get for use for transforming country. However, we also know that we get private sector, then they pay the right amount of taxes. It's not about paying high taxes. It's that just people don't pay taxes, not the right amount. Then they under-declare, then they get all kind concession, all kind waiver, all kind scheming. And then you get the other one where they do real good stuff, where they actually work properly, and so it can be frustrating. You get the one where they Now government place them with somebody they can't give them 5 million, 10 million, yeah. Then turn a blind eye, then the country suffer. Because now the only way that the way me they see how people then they get through the system illegally. Now I make them not like digitization, because we digitize and automate, they pull the motorman in weakness winners sometimes within they can bribe or bigger for me get concession or may look the other way. So you get this element where say the people that somebody in the streets go one chap you money for nothing, a lie, a thief you money. The person within our office they take bribe because they want 5 million, 1 million, then the country they losses tens of millions. You get the private sector businessman where they make 60% profit margin. And then go try for explain, tax is high, most of them know they pay. But then the cost of doing business. But it might explain this cost of doing business. If you take, and I've been known say, reduced profits, not so the same thing as loss. But people then they make 40, 50, 60% profit margins. Now the people then they suffer. The average guy in the streets then they suffer. So if you say you need 60% profit margin, but then you take 15%, you go bribe different people then at different layers. Then you take another 15%, you go just pay different random people along the way. That's not good business. That's just poor business. But the people who they suffer are the government and the country and the individuals, because the prices become high, then government loses revenue and government has to overtax and come up with policies that might not be favorable. And so what you see is that because the system, the person who they tifia and that businessman where they making losses go, where they tif 1 bag, rest 2 bags cement here, the businessman said no, say the cleaner than the thief. Then they instead go on to get more money for make up for that thief or then thief. And so it increase the price where it affects the cleaner and also they get for bill back. It's just a vicious cycle of people not making a commitment to solve and fix our country. That's frustrating and angry, and I've seen that a lot. As I study, where I study, I ask questions, I want to understand what's in the happening across the board. But I'm hopeful because I think it's possible we can fix this, we can do this. And for us to do this, we all get to work together on this vision here for change salon. And President Bill in 5 big game changers really not for make my whole country go before. So I'm glad and I'm excited about another week as we try to fix our loan. We will deliver.
So Fumble, most of the things that we mentioned are facts, are reality. Now that make could always sometimes even when you don't argue, you don't put the XYZ, the pros and cons, all the stuff, then they go back to the word we use, leadership. Yes. For fix it, not too huge, not too big, not too rocket science, not too for going at the moon. Because now just like 8 million people there. Doubt if you reach because we not get correct statistics in the country. 8 million. And with all the million also gets, you go agree with me, say, yes, indeed, not too big extraordinarity. It just require the right leadership. We don't get at it. Now they're not too secret. We don't get for men's words now because, we don't see so many problematic issues there with leaders. In 60 years, we don't get the leadership. I'm not talk about President Pio no more. I talk about 60 years. We're not able to get the leadership. I think in history, the person where they exclude, where they pull, will be manage the economy so perfect as Samuel Timagai. Immediately, if Samuel Timagai pass, where in border take over Sir Albert Magai, now this salon begin get Dumboluna 30 days. Well, another people then, the praise of recent times, Ibike, when the former president, because of I mean, when you talk about statistics here, it's not about yeah, who can represent anybody. In 2012, you can Google this what I tell you. I know you know, but just in case you forget, Sierra Leone was, according to the World Bank, was rated or was deemed, or the World Bank say now the fastest growing economy in the world. That was unprecedented. That was unprecedented. The fastest growing economy. But why? Well, you go say EBK be lucky because then there was waiting iron ore boom. The international market be need iron ore and will be the producer. So then they be translate money be the car na the country. But anyhow, you get for give kudos, not so to that day. You know, that make a leader, you get for take the praise, you get for take the blame, you know. So people embrace that, you know. Although some people argue, say you get, you know, economics, you get what you call nominal growth, you get what you call a real growth. What in the rate you on back then was nominal growth. So, I mean, anyway, we'll not go deep into those terms and therefore can't take time when analyze them to people there. But cut and short, put under a leader for accept the good and the bad. That's it. But when it comes to the reality, we don't get the real leadership, you know, way for actually change the country. You know, we don't get it. That make you get, I mean, see the issues when they talk. Clear issue then. We know they know the problem, but how for solve that? That make us say no excuse. Me don't need any excuse because I don't not gonna chest myself and able to solve the problem. So we don't need no excuse. And this is reality. And again, we get for they also admonish and warn the Sierra Leoneans with brothers, with sisters, with family. If we all the talk say we dream forget a paradise on earth, what we call Sierra Leone, we all get for play with your own beats. Believe me or not, president or any other person, like na Bio or na Samuel Adedo or na any other person, or na UC Dondo, na Missy Dondo, na just one person. It need collective responsibility. Moving a country from point A to point B, a collective responsibility. Now that make always they remind the leaders and get for be more what? Open up. Then get for be tolerance. Then get for look at the national big cake. Not to for do something will benefit them. In Sierra Leone, people and they will, I mean, you see what you talk about. They said the government is suffer from low tax mobilization, low tax, indeed. And that because from tax evasion. People they don't know the system so much that they know how for balance. They know NRA, how for balance day. The National Revenue Authority. Sideway for pay to, I mean, what that happen? People they know. I mean, people they know. Container way for pay for 50 million. It get outside, they go pass it, they go pay 15 million. And that 15 million they get 50 million check. So that person they take that 15 million in order to put on the government, they put on their pockets. Yeah, it's real. Don't you want to let the country turn heaven on earth? Yeah. You want to let the country turn heaven on earth. You know, we get issue. We the blame leaders, we bash their talk there, but we sometimes not fail for realizing we self as people we get to own beats. I mean, absolutely, then side then country so they live. People in here, you I mean tax, I mean, you buy online with tax, you cough, you any I mean, we know tax. But you see, the citizens and they help the government forget tax. The shops there. Now, I think back then they introduced the GST, you know, GST receipts, where government be say anything we person buy, they forget receipts. Now, it reached to a point, even the business people, the Libanese, the Fulamandan, Sanaya Abacha Street, back then, where I begin a salon. If you then give tax, I mean, if you then give receipts, you pay full. But if you and get out and do for encourage you for letting not take receipts, because I think one of the system will check on the receipts, what they say, because government NRA be get the receipts, and based on that, and they will know which. So time be don't count now. What do? Then get out, they give discount to people for them not give receipt to people. Yeah. Then not give. But all of this, sometimes they even talk out with the couch and straight to the leader, saying that the president, yes, because now him for do the right thing. Now him for make sure say, look at, yesterday I know say a lot of when I watched that program from Dr. Idris Lahai, where he revealed some astonishing. Look, you don't need to let Dr. Idris Lahai. I'm not a fan of Dr. Idris Lahai. You understand? But not to me, buddy, not sabi me, not sabia. I know say they watch me program, me say can watch them, the thing is, it can get something that we put when we shocking. It gets a good track record for expose high level of corruption at the country. The one of the that Dominion University, where the former IG Sovula go get in PhD, and the rest of mankind, ministers and this that. Now that man didn't spend resources, he spend money, he expose Dominion University, where make government take and serious, parliament pass a bill, because that university be do, then go register as a business, then just share the business and begin they run, they dish out masters, PhD to people. That man spend in money, then find out about her, and then close her. The kudos to her. Because if for me, will not be get the education value be done because anybody can go Dominion, you go pay little and nothing, then get a PhD. Yeah. Then get a PhD. And then go get all something. Imagine then go get, let's say somebody go pay for civil engineering masters, you go get her, then go get an award for go bill or os. Where sometimes go patch and kill people then. Imagine then go give them, then go award a medical or nursing certificates. People that will die through the hands of those people there. So we credit her. Another thing where it pull, where finally, I get huge respect. I get huge respect for that one that thing where nail. This one we do that for fun, but the second one we do, now that I respect her. I respect her. When I hear about that city, Motherland City project, where Olufemi, one Nigerian man, we change the name to what's her name? Say Alex, na in Sierra Leone Nandi. We get more than you get passport na Ghana, you get passport na Salon, you get passport na Dubai, you get passports na Nigeria. It was just too much. That man they Canada country the Salon. He can lie to everybody, including the president, including the Anti-Corruption Commission. You go be shocked. Well, not so. When I know, in case maybe some tell you just join with this, and I will deal with the expose. Now so we did. Go down our channel, you check, go watch, you will see where this man come. The entire country in security apparatus is damaged. What I mean? Then take this man, the Anti-Corruption Commission at the country, when at the body for regulate all corrupt activities. Olufemi invite him for go open the Motherland City, a project or housing project. According to her, they build a village, I think New York, or something like that, where Sierra Leoneans will get affordable housing. And besides, then go also build a ferry where they pull you from from government wharf straight to that place. It was heaven on earth, beautiful. Guess what? They even take Olufemi and carry on to President Biyegoge Award. Yes, the Goge Award. Imagine a non-criminal in Ghana, a non-criminal in Cameroon. Two countries this person are wanted. Not to say they make them up. The viewers not so. Una they follow Talking Point platform. And I could encourage you, since you don't join me today, no miss nothing because the journalogy, oh, they talk, so you go resonate with you. You go say, remember. We come with the program now, yeah. This man na a wanted, na a non-criminal, na a convicted criminal in Nigeria. He takes salon passport. It changes if he say in a Sierra Leone with security apparatus, it destroy our neighbor gets nothing. Until Dr. Idris Lahai single-handedly uncovered everything. That man don't begin to take hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. The bank manager of Sierra Leone Commercial Bank was involved in, according to half a million, $500 million, something like that. People money. I don't know if you don't get that money there. Inside the part of the deal. Yes, it was there. I mean, the factor they say so. When I know, not to the topic. Now that make I not go play the video for you. You understand? But in case you want to see, go down our channel. It did. If not be topic, you know, so they talk, who play with phone, or they call the video. But this time for long, I know, and I'll be say maybe majority of people I don't know them the for that program day. Just for tell you, the country all day, I'll get everything non-turnable. If the SEC not able detect a corrupt official, this ISIS and the CID not able, don't even the immigration, they're not able to stop this man. In fact, the thing not just stop you go point to the president in office. So the president in office, he go get award. I don't know if somebody go Bella, say the first time of President Bill, award them they come out everywhere. Award them they come out everywhere. Everybody, I know somebody go wish pan and say, like award. He go get award. So Dr. Idris Lahai now exposed Zamandi. We save hundreds of Sierra Leoneans. Makituma and we don't put some money there. People in the diaspora, it was huge. That man spending money, the end of anti-corruption, shamefully, shamefully, shamelessly. They say, well, then we done the track, and it be so embarrassing. And that's how we where them pull the press statement for cover, all what they don't do. I take me, some of who get shame, me are the shame. Me I'm out the shame, certain thing. I mean, I put me under me, and I say, my God, this. Can you imagine? Then pull a press statement. Imagine the SEC boss was there. Where did they commission the projects? No less, not a representative, not a person. Insert the Ben Kaifala was there. Imagine all this person that they pay millions of more than 60 million loans for they do anti-corruption, for they find bad people. He go back, he go grace the occasion of a bad guy in Nigeria, a wanted somebody where Nigeria they don't convict. It in the internet. Me, when I just I was shocked. I know say Sierra Leone, guys, forget about security. Now God they protect me. When you Google that guy name, they say immediately, not to waste time. Imagine when I Google, when I first see, I thought Dr. Idris Lahai, and I said, now Google, I just Google, the man don't come, wanted, na criminal, na fraud. They want. So who said the man there? A Googler. It was my God. But anyway, not to that, not the point. Now come back to the point. Sometimes talk they drag you so. The point is, Dr. Idris Lahai revealed something to us yesterday, not so that World Bank wrote. We by right, government for don't take us serious now. So that makes sometimes when they go back to government, how committed, how serious you are when you're talking about, governance. When you're talking about you want collect taxes. How serious? You get the right people at the right place. You get the right policies then. We got a long way to go anyway. So the chief minister is right. There is tax evasion, low tax mobilization, and partly because we serve as Sierra Leoneans, we not like a country, like how for leka, most of we not on tap. We say we like a country, but we know they help the country, we know they help. Particularly, some man, he always find way for punish the government. You know, side way for pay is, yeah, this is not fact. Side way for pay 5,000. They find way for let pay 1,000. But government itself, not a business person, not a good businessman. Governments not get money on their own. Now from tax, from other sources, maybe we discover natural resources. Now the government they get money. So if Sierra Leoneans do not support government, particularly the business people there, when it comes to tax, it will be very challenging for the government to meet the obligations there. I know the question we go ask, all right, if you pay, if that money will be reflective. And that's not the question. And there comes the point saying, okay, how you say the level of trust between the people and the government is very, very low. It's very low. So I think again, with the count and back to government and the responsibility of government for do more, increase the trust between the people and you. Transparency. That will stop for award people a job based on reward people a job. You see what you talk about 100 person by the project. That World Bank project, that World project, 100 person, they get two slots of the project. If they go form another company, you can't inside go tell back in Paddy and then go form another company and go for the same money. Anyway, two more issues there before we go. Two more issues there. I will can't take my time. We're gonna text them. Well, let's take short break, and when we can look at when I remember another very interesting thing they come up again. Dr. Fatima will be write that book, The Unbecoming. You know, so we can't and not so. He don't pull a statement, he said they threaten it like, but anyway, I know they or can't put time for another say. I'll just take short break, we'll come back and complete the show. All right.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page on Facebook at Talking Pints platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
Yes, so family, yes, welcome again to the last segment of the program. If you just join me, this is our Talking Point platform, and today we'll look at issues there as always with the trend, the Komon-Tok then, social media, things that with the traditional media not get mind talk, the talk now, yeah. We look at Dr. Abbas Bundu in warning to APC members of parliament, say, when I need for go take my seat to all, now go face the law. We'll look at also Dr. Senge, we are the chief minister, in frustration, and they call on the diasporans and for join the government, make the help them push go before. And we'll also look at briefly, we can look at briefly also ECSL and the Kush saga. I think say this thing they done absolutely. So consider for subscribe and always happy for share right now. I think most people in the watch the share I did down, but anyway, sometimes it happen like that. But consider for share, Apple share. If I just pass this message, I would do our offering for remind people. Right now, we get more than 40% of people who don't subscribe. Now, what does this mean? It means it will come with it, and then people are where they are, then they still the watch, then they watch. But how the algorithm they work, we don't make a known to now. Not so. When I still go get the chance for the watcher once in a while, but you reach a time now, you're not able to see the channel again. So we don't want to lay lost. If you genuinely you interested in you want to see what we can count all the time, consider for subscribe. I think I don't know if I will able to share them today. Just show people because where I can talk. Someone know maybe just share this, let people and see what are the time for talk. Today I go do a favor. I will carry the analytics so I see what are the talk, let people and see what I mean. All right, very well. Today at the share. A private but at the share. This privacy you know there and I will get this channel. All man on Andy. You know, so we know they hide nothing. All right, low share. Now see today. All right. Now as soon as they see so, all right, this now the analytics of the channel. You see, the people when they say subscribe, they will now subscribe 53%. The one then will not subscribe 46.2%. Now they not subscribe. So time go come, you know, we will see this channel. So consider if you not subscribe, subscribe. Now the highest people, the highest number of people who they watch me now from Sierra Leone. This it shocked me where I imagine the kind challenges with Sierra Leoneans get. It's very, very shocking, you know. The highest number of people they watch you now from Sierra Leone. Now from Sierra Leone, where now 49.8%, and the second more of viewers than from America, 21%, and United Kingdom 11%, Germany 1 point some, and the rest anyway. But the point why they make here is please consider for subscribe. Let know the struggle for phenomenon on YouTube, right? Okay, now let's bring on this thing way. Let's bring on this tone. All right. Okay. Again, if you don't watch Winner this channel, you know say Winner one, if not to the first people that will bring on this woman, Dr. Fatima Wahab Gabi. Now we first bring and come an issue. Tona will write a book against the First Lady. According to her, I do a research and he exposes everything about the First Lady in fake age, in fake married. According to her, anyway. I don't the quoting words. I'm not saying that. I don't the quote her. Now, this woman, they don't get harassment according to her. Let's read what he puts. This is on Twitter. If you check my Twitter account, he did it loud, live and loud and clear. Now we count Naya. He put this notice. And Silver Blinding, 9 days after this, you know, Silver extraordinary. All right, now we read what he puts, public notice. He say, through our agent, Sylvia Olayinka Blinding, Mrs. Fatima Madabio has mounted internet jungle mob justice attacks on my family, friends, and me in reaction to my book, The Unbecoming Mrs. Madabio of Sierra Leone, a case of First Lady syndrome, which chronicles a corruption and First Lady of Sierra Leone. Mrs. Bio's agent, Sylvia Blinding, has obtained my private personal documents and photos from close relatives of my mother's in Tuba village of Sembehu, 17 Bo districts. She has also retrieved documents about my organizations from the state of Maryland business database and has been posting all on Facebook, along with insult, false information, and threats towards me, my family, friends, and my organization. Furthermore, I have received information which leads me to believe that Mrs. Bio also plans to burn my family house in Bo City, southern Sierra Leone. This is a house that was a refuge for people of Tikonko and others during the war. This house is currently serving primarily as a sanctuary for any elderly, disabled, childless, widow, and several victimized and indigent adolescent girls that I, my family, friends, and our organization are working to support and educate in Sierra Leone. Therefore, keep this fact in mind. When you read trashy Facebook posts about my family, Friends and Me by Sylvia Blyden Olayinka, the agent of Mrs. Fatima Bio, who continues to be the First Lady of Sierra Leone. May peace, civility, and democracy prevail one day in Sierra Leone. Until then, I remain steadfast on the path of fighting for justice for the people of Sierra Leone. Dr. Fatima Wa'abi Babi, author and educator, August 20. This I study put out. So the point is, this lady writes a book. He writes a book according to that. He don't do research. He puts, this book, he even sent on the United Nations to the Secretary General of the United Nations. Send copy for her. He said, because the First Lady gets appointment as I think on clean energy bar, waste management, something like waste. One agency where the United Nations they create for effort on waste management around the world for support clean energy or clean environment. Anyway, so it's sent for make they look into this woman in past activities and for say all what he go claim not a true. So only Silver Blyden from the one be the attacker. But Mr. say if you go step now Silver Blyden in page, you they see where they talk say we will wait for now after the election. Is they not saying they hide, So the woman say now they don't plan for go burn in Osnabo. Then plan for go burn in Osnabo, and the host according to her, then puts that host there for them poor people and for their widow then. For people that were not elderly people, and so that host they don't plan for go burn her. And according to her, they declared it in family in her salon because the book where he writes, I don't know if the book don't get effect at the United Nations because he sent a copy. He writes a letter to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres. He explains, let watch his book. So I think this they come up from Sylvia now and they fight the First Lady battle because he don't put on her Facebook. He see them be the wait after the election. Now then go deal with this woman because he write a book where offend the First Lady. So according to that, he will get in old pictures them. He go na archive database all the woman in organization in pictures there, put in a social media, and he call and say mob justice. Maybe they refer to the statement so maybe the First Lady they make saying this is internet jungle mob justice. But anyway, we bring and come to now just know, and the woman say right now in family there are threats and in host and plan for Bona. We don't know if that will happen. We just hope say then not happen because when we live in a democracy. How many presidents then First Lady put out the rights but not right. And sometimes sometimes they give attention to certain people. Now this woman don't get attention because everybody want to know whose book this. What's it right now this book? Even though some of the things we put everybody don't know, but they don't give the woman more relevance than probably if you're not even talk and do anything. But anyway, I just like being a council now. I don't get much for talk on this, whether not two, not two. I know they justify anything I have. I just bring a council on understand. Then they don't know. Law can read for now the text messages there. The last one we will put now the staff. Law watch the staff then, the next staff then.
And this is the verification team. The staff them say no money, no verification. They say they're not agree. They say until money day before they verify. Without money, they are not going to verify. Okay.
All right, so Fambo, me, I don't understand this go come. People know from June 24. from June 24 now another now almost 2 months so. Now the press release where ECSL pull, then there's a knockout and self-tune. I say I just turn a blind eye. Not to say we no one count the message, but I mean this it don't too much now. Then pull a press release say all the one there we be go work them for go verify their identity. But this na staff the owner employ. Una one say, and they say not to the first time this, the other time back then call and say for go get orange money. So the people that all long go the orange money, and for send the money back then say you know, I mean this if people owner hire the information you already know in a database. I think what person they come for can collector, una don't have for check. If not to the person knock out correct identity card. But first, this process, they need force, not to go pay them all. They need force for go verify. That now one force. Most can double waste of time this. They need force for go verify. And after that now, then go wait for call them for their money. Why would I not go just put everything in one? Una already get none of staff, una not just take people in the streets. I believe say una do interview, una get the information. All right, and the other 10 don't submit all them bank statements and bank information, everything. So if una want pay them an answer, I make out the name, person out in ID card, we say oh basic information. You pay the person come on, but waiting at this ceremony again, person for go first, you go verify, then you go wait now. Whose time they get, they not even tell them. I think we need to do more on this, you know, and these are other ad hoc staff there. And the main staff there, I believe, say they don't get the money there. But anyway, not to say a huge amount of money. Don't then say the Sierra Leone youth man and no one work, you know. But at least someone do work from June 24. Now other months they cancel today 21. Not to say, if I'm not mistaken, today not 21. Now almost 2 months. And I'm not sure say they go get her at the end of this month. Though. Now they probably not the next month. When they know. Now they need to go verify. Who's kind. I mean, now they provoke the situation even more. But anyway, let's just stop and we will open the line for few calls then, but we'll text them first. We'll text them first. This money don't come with so much ceremony, so many ceremony. This one they come out. All right, I think we need to go up first. Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok and family. Okay, let's go up first as always. Will they go up first? All right, this one they come up from Usman Jallo. I remember that story. The saddest part was to listen to the ACC giving excuses, knowing who Kaifala is. There is no way that his institution was not compromised. You know, it'd be shameful me if I listen for them. It'd be too much for me for watch. I say, wow. This one will come up from Ishmael Kamara. They say, please continue to bring Dr. Idris Lahai to your program. I'm pretty sure he has a lot more to expose about this SLPP. All right, sorry, I'm not be saying other part today. No try for go first. We'll go for the. All right, okay. Let's go on the top side first. This one first, Abu Omar Kalma. Good evening. This one again on Patricia evening. Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok and all. And this one they come up from Mary J. They say good morning, Mr. Komon-Tok. I appreciate your good work. Thank you so much. May God Almighty continue to bless you. A great morning to everyone on this platform. How was your weekend? Yeah, thank you very much, Mary J. And this one they come up from Mabinti Kurma. Mr. Komon-Tok. How are you doing? We missed you yesterday. Yeah, my binti, Koma. We miss you. I miss you too back. I really missed you yesterday. And this one they come out. Abdul Kabature. I welcome back, Mr. Komon-Tok. Yes, we don't build a sense of community. If we not see yourself now online, we know they feel good. As the internet's unpowerful, really, really unpowerful. This one they come up from Zainab Kuruma. Good evening, Mr. Komon-Tok. God bless you. Yes, Zainab, welcome. This one they come up from Ishmael. Who they say Usa we own, now we own the MCC money. We they suspend. It don't pay SLP. The bad one. This one they come up from Alusign St. Cabo. They say una tell the speaker. All right, okay, Lowy. They squeeze the calls then, small, while so they hear the text. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, come on, talk. I did do. I call from US.
All right, you get 2 minutes.
Okay. I mean, they really highly go through the analysis, especially for the past leaders then, which we don't do, and we start specifically with James Sefa, one of the ministers we don't do well before now. Then how the economy did go in the boom, according to the World Bank, also from 2012. I really get them clear. So with the talk say we not get leader them. Leader they're not there, it's not the country we could help that country. So if the economy they boom in 2012, all of a sudden the economy don't begin to fall back. Then now we get leader we be done with the country for 5 years. What it been happening? Why he not been take from there and let the economy continue for boom again? And we say the problem there. I think we get for look into a good leader or not a good leader. So to me, obviously not a good leader, because we say we don't reach the economy, just a continuation for them. But that not ever happen again. Then we still be talk of colonial past things the way we don't pass. Don't forget, but one which don't pass. One person for come, like which we don't pass, Then this 2012, the president in there, we do well, the economy go. So if you don't follow up in the talk for the past presidents, which they do well, they not do well. So for say every day they create a reference to always now we don't come, but I'm not saying a good idea. Somebody for step in now. So like
nobody will get for no history. Without history, we're not going to know present. It's very important for make reference history.
But we're not going to dwell on that as much as possible. Because now everybody they create that reference. Now, who are they on the ground? What did they do? For like the past, because for us, study all the problems that what we got from what we get from the past, and so that the new ones will go open. But every day we commit ourselves to.
Okay, you get 20 seconds more. 20 seconds more.
Yeah, we get the past. We get the past references. So around the I'm not so
all
the
right.
leaders then they move for Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, now we'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Okay, don't miss this caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Outside the call from. The line they break. Hello? All right, call you back. All right, okay. Caller, you call back because it seems as if your line get issue. All right, we'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. All right, you get 2 minutes plus. Go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Glory be to God. Go ahead, you get the platform.
All right, thank you. Mr. Komon-Tok, I asked you previously about PCSL mandate You know, one thing, now so God will do them people like this, because now the same people them will not let this country. Now the same people them will be better. They talk to them, but let them do this ballot stuff. Now the same people them. So now so God will arrange it. Now so God will arrange it, because when you not let yourself, God himself will support you. So let you get more stress now in life. Now they don't get stress. Now they are stressed for waiting they don't work. You see? And now money no do not forgive them. Then they get at least one part. They just get a make one of you. I hear them. Say they go, if they pass the way for this Monday, you not see any kind of thing, that is stress on Kaya Lala, something like that. But now so God the arranging for them. Because this country, one thing, bad law, when you take bad law in this country, the law now in the whole. It don't happen, it don't happen from we pass leader them. You see, when you put this bad law, you know the handle it. You see, when you do bad thing as Sierra Leone, you must see the result of that bad thing you don't do. Now, in something like that, you see, them man they may not be left this country. If they be really left this country, they will pick at this that say no, but this really wants another different thing. Long see the development we will see in another new government. You see, but they compromise this issue. Do them kind of work than this for it to happen. So now look
All
at
right, you get 30 seconds more.
You see? So now that new contribution.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. All right, I'll take another call. Yes, call outside the call from. All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes plus.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, the thing that would go on at the country right now, we really suffer. The government might not be talking about what's in the go on, but there's so much going on at the ground where people then not even getting for it. They're angry already and are free tongue. I not ever see them before. I mean, an older man. And they see people, then they go now, they thief. We post in the cookie, post in the air, post. The thief, the post.
Are you serious? This is the way they talk to you. Now, reality.
You can confirm out people then.
Wow.
And this is just the reality. They broke into houses, then are more for more food than jewelries or cell phone they will get. This is just how it is. The country, since Kanga, then add all the checkpoints, and you see they go up line right now. From Freetown to Port Lockup, that's 6 checkpoints then. Why? If you are like back the way the country be in war. Now not only checkpoints and people then get for come inside the motor car, waka and go meet the motor car at the other side. This what's in the going at the country. And about people then not talk much about this. The security system is just so tense. Like I don't know, like you don't do something bad, you expect something bad to happen to you. So you become paranoid. I think that's what the government does right now. The things are hard. When I really get for shed light into the hunger where they go on at this country. People then they die of hunger. Now this country right now to speak. Well, when I need to talk about that. This is a big issue, Mr. Komon-Tok. When I begin to talk about the hunger where they go on, the suffering where they go on at the country. That I don't want to get for say.
Thank you for your contribution. All right. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
I call from Washington, D.C.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
All right, I just want to make you first about that lady who write a book for you.
That with you?
That lady who writes the book of Fatima, which is in the Arasan, because the book I don't watch small, I don't read all. Really, it really go personal for Fatima. So if they go after me, I'm not too surprised. Action and reaction are equal and opposite. When you go person with it personally, definitely, especially somebody in power, then we go after it. They get the people away, they admire them, then they get family, now you can be there. Then secondly, I don't know if you'll be able to make follow-up for that former honorable talk about we then kill them MP make them sweat.
Yeah, but the MP be call on the program and I make a knockout again because the man don't call, he don't say a lie. So what's the point again for lockout? So I just Thompson called. You know, he says a call, not to say other person. Yeah, he called at the program. He called on the program and denied.
That man said, "Man, we have been jealous. Enough for doing. If I make a point, not go harder. You know, we're not correct. Most of what he talk about in interview is fine, but he talks so. Yeah, I believe what he talks yesterday. Honorable Thompson on call say, so because they have to believe. Yeah. If they do that, there's somebody must get for comment that agree with the talk. I don't think the APC will be that dumb for who call Moriban saying like, you understand? Well, thank you for your program. Thank you for the opportunity.
All right.
Well, I look forward for following again tomorrow.
All right. Thank you. All right. Okay. Well, we take some of the text here. Aisha Kester, they asked if you're not Manchester, they support. You know, Chelsea, they support. So Aisha, you don't know, say me not Chelsea. Who's team where they support Aisha? Yes. Call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok, Mr. Concerned Citizen.
Concerned Citizen, how are you? Where are you calling from?
I call from Europe. I not get to yesterday because I see the program and one man that see the man not talk from there. The other guys then come online on football. So I don't know which happened. I know Kasima just called. And then if the man back they follow the program, the same man called the same day as the man don't talk so I the man called say a big lie. So no, they don't need to get for call the man or for feeling kind of the place again. So if you follow the program, the man called immediately. He said no to say it happened. So let's go through back on the past program they don't do. So you go see and so that's what I just called for. Thank you very much, sir. So that's one.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. Yes, Lord, take another caller. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah. I call from me too.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Komon-Tok. Actually, the brother was looking because the young lady, the country, do get that. One eight post in China, 20 kilos. Where we have all the system, nobody will be extra. This is the man who is in charge of corruption. The president and the system need to be nothing as extra profit. You know, the only that mentally, what we get inside. Like the area of this corruption. So when you for one kind of power, the solve of corruption, but nothing really happens. It is even worse than the former president, where you see the only bad place in the country. They see them in the right, they now really also people to talk directly. People to talk directly. All this, I just created the local to the country. So how international parties to the stamp development in the country, all the embassy that in the country. It's simple. People don't go from 24th of June, all to now, I need to do. What happens? If you don't talk to 100% in instance of the election, all children, why is up now? Remember, 2016, you get that. Work. 2 million people. Election don't start to be 2 million people. All children don't. But up to now, people are the properly in the country, they will see the office. The office will talk this much, they see them. Because like they were the people in the state, they will make riots, they see the level of temple is not together. The country is difficult. You know what happened in the country right now. It's not easy. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Yeah, Joseph again, call from Finland.
All right, okay, Joseph, you get 2 minutes.
Yeah, yes, my brother. I just want to go to the speaker quickly where they get people and threaten. Well, look, Ramona, this is not the type of government who get in our country. When something happen, they know how for settle them. In for threatening no more, like how the leader did no more. That's why they for threatening the people no more. Now, so if they run a government, threatening people, and that's somebody happen at that country. I see. Now, let me. The person who I want to respond to now, David Sanger, where they call the diaspora there for calm, them for help. Able, waiting them for the waiting them don't do. Wait, entice people and waiting outside for Canada the country. Waiting them don't do. It comes here and go invest there. They see that they arrest people and they kill people every day. We don't go plan for go invest in that kind of country. You then they get the power. You will talk people and they listen to you. Wait, don't do for address the issues and they. But you know they call me some other beauty tell us, but wait, this thing where they happen. So you know right? People and they fled for Canada. So wait again, diaspora they for people and they send school fees. Then they send every month. Some people and they oversee the money that they send that country. They know they even eat half of ourselves. All that they send. And for increase the economy of that country. Wait again, one bed diaspora then. The moment you take $1 now, so you send another country, it don't reduce the economy of this country $1 and increase the economy of that country. Wait again, people are for. Then they send not to then they go and get that dirty thing themselves or thing they say, oh, people are not want saying they pay money back. We go now attacking and then they go want me back. But still people and they try. Wait again, school fees so now we they pay. Wait people and they eat so now we they pay. Wait again, they want more we do. Now for no one I made them make them feel proud. But every day in that country, they're fighting, then they arrest this, then they kill this. You as a minister, you know, you talk to Madam, hey, this thing not right. Everybody must say, I don't know what they be saying they go study in America. I think something about biology or health density. But the man, you know, even the school where you go there as a minister, what you don't do. How many schools are there in that country they right now where you go apply online without going there in person?
You get
so
that?
What did the man do there?
You get 30 seconds more.
So what did the man do there as a minister? He don't live now abroad. He can't get education now like we. He go, what he do? Once he said the system is rotten, why go there and tell me say make a good lecture? And for because I said no, I'm not interested. I come back. I tell him what's not the reason. What did David Sanger do? Why not tell Mother the truth? Okay? I know more, my brother. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your contribution. All right, let's take another caller. All right, we missed this caller. All right, I'll just finish for you this text. This person, when I tell the Speaker of Parliament, say not to him and the MPs then get contract. The MPs then get contract with the constituents, so they are not breaching a contract with him. All right, now let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I call from the US, Maryland.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Yes, my brother. First of all, I thank you very, very much for this endeavor. You know, as everybody, only thank you. First of all, I take on that what we call himself Honorable Abaspundu. Right, Honorable. Me, I will ever regard him as dishonorable Abaspundu, one of the filthiest.
No, well,
So
caller, I'm sorry. Let us make this thing clear. Always will they make it clear to people. Please, we they give the man. We know that we get to guidelines. We're not going to allow the person course. You go make a point. You go criticize, but for use some invective curse words, we know they tolerate that. We go deny the mic on that. Please call them. I beg when I think about that. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good afternoon.
I know this voice. That's yes. And you go call your name. Lano can put you na the mic. Who's that you call from? And your name.
Okay, so I just want to comment on three things. The first one, Dr. Samura in statements we make, I don't know if that makes it the get because I will go in and out, so I didn't know also they do house job as usual.
Okay.
So concerning the meeting or statements where to a certain point, I feel say the man gets certain amount of passion for people in Sierra Leone, honestly. Well, I don't study human psychology, but I try for, because I work in a psych hospital, so I try for study, human, psych thing.
Okay.
The man gets good plan. I pray that it continue. Where they talk, where they speak, and they sense some feelings in them. Say yes. a concern, a care about the people in Sierra Leone. That's the one. Two, concerning this Mr. Chief Minister or how he calling himself, please, we don't want for any excuse. Because as I did so now, make everything start with you where they work now, you where they now the government, the government people, mother you including everybody. Please, una do una job. Because as I did so, the pressure just too much for me. Too much pressure. Even people that will be in the work. I don't ever they get those kind of colliers who are they get right now, Mr. Komon-Tok.
I believe.
People that they work. Yeah, people that they work, at least they get some things. But right now, the pressure just too much. Everybody just keep on. Oh, Sister La, no shame for you. I beg. You know my sister, but right now, they just keep it go on. Una try to fix this country, please. I beg. And Mr. Chief Minister, as they call me for go work to Africa, I don't see myself go work to Africa, please.
Una forget.
Anyhow, honestly, no, I'm serious. Because what's not to get science to? Why do they work Africa? Because they make money, but why don't I want to see the difference. I say no, I be nothing as I know. Trust me. I know they do anything. But now I see difference. So what we able for do? We go do as diaspora, but me for go to Africa, I'm sorry, I can't. That's my own contribution for today.
All right, thank you for your contribution. All right, let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Yes, caller outside the. Yes, who side the call from?
I call from America.
All right, you get 2 minutes. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, I'm not going to talk say where you cook the food. That's all. What's a lie? Damn true. Anybody
really?
Now, yes.
Wow.
Even to my family, everybody they cook like Posidonia and pots.
Wow.
It's not so that as you told me back so they clear.
Yeah.
And now the T4 on kind of acid. Now they go put the don't get there. Yes, not true. It all rampant. And the drugs don't rampant. You know, people in the diaper angry. So I want to talk about Mr. Speaker at the house. Then they desperate for that money. Desperate for that money. Because who said they will get money for pay them? That's talk no more in the pan. They don't think about the people them, the anger where they go to salon, the tifo they go to salon, about APC and the care boss. Let them let APC alone. If APC they work, they work. Last year, what APC get for do to now? I don't make una government. Una sit down there. Now una serve una own people. Una for serve. That's it. I get for Minister Komon-Tok.
All right, thank you very much.
Salon don't stronger. Salon don't be really difficult. Believe it or not.
All right, thank you for your contribution.
Believe it or not. Thank you so much, Mr. Komon-Tok. Thank you for your good job.
All right. Okay, let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Okay.
Hello, Komon-Tok.
Yeah, outside the call from.
The call from Babylon.
All right, you get 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much. My own contribution concerning the statement we shared the milk. We talk to Sierra Leoneans and diaspora made them Sierra Leone for going first. And a very good initiative, my very good ideas, but under which condition? Because if I can give an example, like Ghana, then do the same thing. We want the country economy make it boost, make it go up. They invite Ghanaians the way they did now, like America, Europe, lecturers, and for me they come to the country, make them can help. And then talk about the salary, what they get for who pay them compared to the job the way they do in America. And then to say, a day in place, and the government be ready for do that, then go. Most of them go like that, go work there, then get a very good salary, like what name is the in America. So if David Schwenger, the county in the state, a very good bonus, under which condition? They have to explain to the people because say, okay, when I can, this, to get his salary. Because nobody no go one go work for other country. But if you get the know-how, the idea, the method, everything, it prefer to go to an own country. But under which condition? What's in the encouragement? What's in the hope where the people will get say, if we go there for go work now we country, at the end of the day, they not go come away, not go come out this way. So if that's the way you say, invite and make you can explain this to Sierra Leoneans the way they out. Say, okay, for a camp, look out you whatever knowledge or whatever thing we don't achieve or whatever thing we want to do in the country. And the condition is, you know, what just say no more left person left beside it, they go to salon. More especially like how everyday people they cry.
Okay.
They talk say we put rest, they forget about the can't take her. So you know what just say no more, you just get for give. They can't say something where people will say, okay, this idea will go back. Because Ghana, they go and today look how Ghana, the economy, they go. So, that's my contribution on this.
All right, thank you very much. I'll take another caller. Okay, we don't miss this caller. This one they come from Babatunde Kai, where they say, I agree with the previous caller about the desperate issues downtown Freetown and Sierra Leone in general. A bag of rice is 1 million leones. I don't know if prayers are going to change situations. Okay, let me take another caller. Yes, caller, outside the call from. All right, okay, don't miss this caller. So honestly, this one for say then they T-Fresh where they take non-password area, so but I not be wow, but this is unbelievable. This one they come up from Shaw where they say continue to encourage the diaspora to invest and some to learn their technical skills. And okay. This one they come out from G Money, but they say we are protecting the people's votes by not going to parliament. The people have access to do so. This one they come out from. Okay, no, we're not a discordant here. It's different. This one they come up from Alaji, say Mr. Komon-Tok, everything about matters, EU government. All right, okay. This one they come up from Agnes Sivali, where they say you do evil, evil will turn against you. This is what they will go in. They read answer you right and will go in to get for LPECS still our destiny in our hands. May God point. I not see down the okay. Yes, suicide call from caller.
Mr. Komon-Tok, this now you regular contributor.
All right.
And so
the call from?
I call from from the far side of you because I mean don't say one day I call from which is if somebody attack and say this person already talks so I don't want that person attack me again instead. The issue about the country, I think say really easy now, very desperate something. But again, the question is why I don't know if really them people they couldn't talk so if they really follow up. Even though some of them they get time for follow up, but I don't know if they really take them in there into consideration because this is the question who always get for the try for ask yourself as well. Be it APC or SLPP because they are just the same people. Let we just forget about right now about waiting they go on and so on. I know we are all desperate because everybody in the look at say SAPP is not doing well or APC was not doing well and so on. But I believe the main thing we all get to stand for a more over the media side. I don't know if we now get for able always for the disseminate this message because we really need the country there for come to one. I not say not easy because the last time maybe we don't get the same discussion we asked me say how the point for be like. But I believe say if we not get for the open them up for let this message go on, maybe this could try for create another way for them, them parties that will for country one level solve the even problem of our country because easy salon really get down right now. Everything about the country system, job block, nothing they move on. And we really want for I don't know if God will send for God will send another Moses, maybe who will come save the country right now. But the people who everybody they listen to because I believe so that message there for going because if the press freedom na salon no active, so I believe say una or the outside I get opportunity that I believe say una will go for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Brilliant contribution. Thank you. Yeah, let's take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Hello, Mr. Komon-Tok. I call from Taxi.
All right, you get 2 minutes plus. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. This talk way and they talk about how the tea press. Let us play.
Talk a little bit louder, please. Speak a little bit louder.
Okay, this talk when they talk state and the tea press when they cook. Not to play.
No, I don't believe now. I don't believe now. I don't believe now.
Now that's not what you know. Now let me tell you what's in there. You see that where what our business stronger so na salon. A friend come, people then dip and get water. Well, you put you bucket to them or you rub and then you get water. You say, okay, now take this one, go turn on inside. Somebody can now do what you. As they come on, they can't tell you all.
You mean the rubber? The rubber accessory they take her.
The rubber they can go all the rubber.
For go do it.
If you broke, you end the close them. They tip the all the raw one, the wet one, and they go.
Wow.
So now how the situation not desperate. Some people then they smell outside food smell they come home. If they fall they say you go make like react. But then we get some tip for it. So this is not a joke at all.
Wow.
It's really, really serious. You see? And number two, I want to talk about the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House, let the left APC the way they did. Now, it's still one, and according to this PR system, that it passed the law. Now it's better. And it comes in the corrupt way, and it still they continue to corrupt the council. All you saw with this today, now they did this. Let that man, they just don't let it much. And the chief minister, Papa, I have the right to it. The common shipment, so people they do for shipments alone, they don't make it so difficult that for people they don't discourage them. When you go now, like the people they pay their container them, buy their stuff, the price when they go charge them, they just want to give up everything. So how they want to people in Canada the council? How? I feel like saying that hypocrite things the way that they try to do, they never stop it. But that's not what I get.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you. Wow. Well, this is getting serious, and we hope see, pass. Somebody they say if prayer will change this. I think some callers they don't call now. They say alone don't pass a level of praying. I know they not. We believe in God. We background in a religious background, but I feel say God say they help those people who help themselves. Country and they will not they pray. They're not they like the way we put religion in front of we and Japan. They're not check. In fact, then gets deflation. But then they don't know who stands safe. They don't know what's in inflation safe, you know. But I don't believe in God safe. I mean, not they pray safe like the way would they pray, you know. Just that the people and take their destiny at their hand. Then be very serious. You know, one caller talk about the role of the media in helping for bring peace. I like that caller there in message. But we'll look into this one. Very important. All right. Now we have another voice on the program. Yes. Who's the call from?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you, Papa. They call from Rimano.
All right. Okay. Thank you for calling. You get to the platform. You get 2 minutes. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Komon-Tok, the country is not really easy. It's not really easy. May I imagine? I get small away from Guno too. For bye for him. I sent 2 million. They say the money no do. The one I tell me that I say, you see I'm back now from my back when they sell 15,000. So when them is it in pool and then go tifa.
Wow.
Is it go ask for and they say it's 100,000. I say, could you imagine sister me they go thief me a bag. Now I go ask for they say 100,000. Come on phone. 90% go thief. Mr. Komon-Tok, it's not really easy. The president need for do something. They don't know money. They make improvement. Everything they go plan at the country. They minister. They can't on social media. They talk no more. But thing they really go well. How we go expect investors for going at the country? Even una say for them that they need diaspora. I'm not going to say una market rate. When you attack the tax is so high. It's really difficult. They really need for do something. Like what they talk no more. Me, I don't feel say I get for working in a salon. Now we save them for stand. We feel what they do, but not for really easy. Thank you. Now that no more. God bless you.
All right. All right. Thank you. God bless you too. We'll take another caller. Yes, caller. Outside the. All right. So miss this caller. Yes, caller. Outside the call from.
Hello, Komon-Tok, me again. Sorry, I forgot to ask one question.
Okay.
In regards of the ECSL workers then, where they're not paid. Now then they call them for go verify. Just one question for the one that will be hired them. The one tell me say they're not been get information of all their workers then they would then be hired. I wish you can able to get one of them for can explain if when they hire person, you know they get information before you hire them. Now then they call them for go verify. Verify what? Waiting they want to go verify. So how they hire them, will they not been get the information? That's a big question.
That's a good question. Anyway, a good question.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'll take another caller. Yes, caller outside the call from. All right. Hold on, miss this caller. All right. You take another caller. Yes.
Hello, Komon-Tok.
Yes. Outside the call from.
Yeah, my concern in this fictive business here. Then I would say I could be now one to answer the number. Komon-Tok, me, I come on last monitor, me and my nephew, I also love go train a box. I got that the box. So they can go down which I tell me say, so there's slippers there, don't go the one foot inside, you could left the other one outside. That's what I show you the tip of it. That's okay. I will take the one foot to left the other foot. I will not pray for more now. I'm not going to look for me one foot shoes, but they say, even the one foot who are left, they take her. The other 9 they go hide and they trade the other one. We don't the other slippers. That's it. I say something this with my I take her something we don't take, we left one foot. I swear another I so promote to one foot and it's a people business, if you that come today. You left one foot now, that one foot you left outside and can't chip on that.
All right. Thank you. All right. Thank you for your contribution. All right. Yeah, there's time. I won't believe say. I won't believe say. We all get responsibility as people always. No neglect your contribution. No neglect. Salon, we get for be serious. We all get role for play. The leaders and get role. We say get responsibility. And God don't make it easy for we. Technology don't make it easy for we now. We're able to get away with the talk. Some brilliant people and they talk brilliantly. You know, me, I believe in, I don't know. I always repeat this question. I don't know how to get it wrong. But when you listen to Sierra Leoneans, the way they talk, the way they're passionate about their country, you see smartness in their thoughts. I don't know how to get it wrong. You're allowed to take this caller for us. Your caller outside they call from.
Assalamu alaikum, Komon-Tok, calling from Washington.
Wa alaikum salam. You get the platform. Go ahead, please.
Well, Mr. Komon-Tok, just like what you've been to say, so I'm sorry I cut you off right now in the middle of what you've been to talk.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. No, not one for talk.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right. We all have a role to play. You know, it's not just the government. We definitely have a role to play. I know things are difficult in our land, but let we believe, no lose hope. You know, things will change. You know, look at the involvement now that the diaspora, look at all of us, how involved now we are with the politics we have in our land. Hopefully we will take that zeal and take it beyond politics.
Yeah.
You know? And watching the government, they talk about encouraging investment from the diaspora. I wish not to talk. I wish them would lay out a plan, you know, help us with farmlands, you know, give us tax breaks, you know, help us, encourage us. If Namina been the president, all the ambassadors, especially in the West, the number one main job will be to engage the diaspora. Engage them, bring them in, work with them. If the government be able to work with we, I swear to God, my brother, we will be the biggest investors now we land.
Yeah.
And now you will create job now we land. You know? And I pray the government continue this. No will forget about the politics part of it, you know, but I hope they encourage us and put real plan behind it. I tell you this, my brother, there's a lot of us that want to go right now home and do something. And we have a generation before we that are retiring also, they want to go home. You know, that's a lot of money if the government is smart enough, can work and do good work now we land. But again, Salon, Lono Luzo, we have no choice. We have no choice but to prevail.
Thank you.
Right? We will prevail by God in power.
You know, I like that.
Assalamu alaikum, and thank you very much for your good work.
I like this last statement to talk. We will prevail. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Yes, slow take. Maybe this will be the last caller. Yes, caller outside the call from.
Komon-Tok.
Yes, outside the call from.
Okay. I call from America. I'm not concerned citizen.
All right, concerned citizen. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, I just want for a second waiting the last caller say that's true. Where they cook right now, that's all you get for guide report. You see left.
No, I don't believe her now. I don't believe 100%. Doubts. I know doubts again.
Yeah.
I don't believe her now. The fact.
Now, very, very sad case. I listened to the audio we play with the chief minister or chief information minister. You know, what he's saying at school say the country, you know, you get people that way before say they need to look at the best interest of the country. But we get for look at anything and they also and say, why? Why make people then get that mentality the way they get? It's not the cause. Because if you go pay your taxes, you need to see what your tax money they do for you in the country. They not give you no incentive for make you continue for pay tax. Because when you pay tax, they just they go inside their minister and them pockets. And they know what they benefit. Road not they the market too many way they pay into these taxes there. It not be like I said and get even a sober market. Yes, you go put market too many in a bacha. You need make any new space for them for make them go inside. But yes, still they collect taxes from them. You see the problem. the problem in our country is that, one, we need to try for make we learn from our past mistake and see how they correct things there we make sure, say, going forward, we not continue to forget the same problem we'll get. A lot of times they say, well, at least what happened now for forget, make we make peace for the better of the country. But yes, we can make peace. That's true, but we get for put things there, methods there in place for make sure, say, we not go back to Saudi Cobalt.
All right.
We get for continue to forget better. That is my own take no more for today.
Thank you for your contribution. All right, let's take the last lucky caller. This is not the last, the last lucky caller for today.
Mr. Komon-Tok, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who's I call from?
I call from Maryland.
All right, you get the platform. You get 2 minutes.
Okay, I don't need 2 minutes. Una can find out for me. Almost now this morning, we ECSL get for pay them people yes. Because if 100 of us come together and pay them people their money, it will solve this problem instead of we did the bash people there.
Well, no, I must have the money. So you want help? Because we'll go do the follow-up for get in touch with ECSL. You want help?
Find out we just stay for bash. No more with the complain at the people then, who are help. Nobody know they help do nothing. All about talk, all my rule this country from remote control. Not so. Mr. Komon-Tok, do you find out almost now this morning if you're not able to do that? Me go call back now on other program. Yeah?
All right, thank you very much. All right, okay. Okay, so family, we don't close the line for today. We tell now plenty thank you. The people that we call and the one that we struggle, we not able to call. And as always, largest. As always, we tell the people and the text are there, plenty thank you. Then do a very fantastic job. Look at waiting and putting out the text messages. So brilliant ideas. One of the things I just take among the callers, not all you can look at, but certain things that make very important. Caller talk about the role of the media. The role of the media is very powerful. The media can make, it can break. And another person talk, when they talk, say Salon will prevail. And indeed, a good number of now, I don't call now, I don't confess, say, when I not be get time for politics, so I not get time. Some months now we shows that begin get interest in politics and Salon. Now we make it begin get interest. And since then now the interest just the double, just they continue. And a lot of people don't share that same sentiment. Say, oh no, we say will reach we. If we continue with this enthusiasm, with this zeal, this passion, it will lead, beaucoup things then will change. The truth of the matter is, most of you know they call not for themselves. Because some man in the diaspora, they get in little and nothing, not to everything bright and beautiful, but you go say, praise Alhamdulillah, it's a good thank you, But then they care about the ordinary person, someone they care about in Peking now or in family or the country now. So that makes someone they add a voice on this all and stuff. So we don't know who side is a lead with two. That make we tell the technology, the people who create technology thank you for when they bring it together. We'll continue. I just want to make something clear to people there. We will continue for bring calm the issues there. We converge all the ideas from all sides. We know one thing I will tell you today, Naya, then they listen, Naya. But not to say if you talk something, Naya, if they go implement then we can't get for can meet you back and say now that thing we talking points, I don't do so. Then they can't do that. But I want to believe say the one who they will be now human beings like we, now all of us and get conscience. Some of them, yes, I know say, politics, all that stuff them there, but then say get common sense and get conscience. And something then they take in good faith. And just that we're not gonna forget feedback for say along with implementer. But so let we continue for for engage with self, We never know how this thing will lead with to. And somebody that talk about the security, which is something scary. And not only one person is we say checkpoints there. But kuna where they go off. What's the need for now we get all in checkpoint? What's in there happen? We don't understand. And finally, somebody, I think you are offer help to the ECSL. We say they want to see how much is money. Now, you will call back on the program. We never know. Some people and they will get mind, And we go do best, try to see if we will get any of the ECSL officials and know what's in the cost. Maybe somebody from nowhere one can contribute and help, They see the happening inside of the world, patriotic citizens or people who get the wherewithal and can make a difference. We never know. Sometimes the guys that don't go work, we don't go suffer. Perhaps anything can happen. But anyway, we'll come back tomorrow with another program. As always, we always remind ourselves of what we call democracy from Obama. Until then, bye-bye.
To stop pretending that countries that just hold an election where sometimes the winner somehow magically gets 90% of the vote because all the opposition is locked up or can't get on TV is a democracy. Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the right to protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law.
Attention, attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.
With Talking Points platform, you can dive into thought-provoking discussions, connect with like-minded individuals, and broaden your horizons. Be among the first to know the latest happenings in Sierra Leone. Join us today, subscribe, on YouTube, TPP Leone. Like our page, on Facebook, at Talking Points platform. It's your voice, you are in control. We believe in you. Subscribe now. Like our page. We love you.
You must listen very carefully to your enemies, because sometimes they tell you the truth that you do not want to hear but need to hear. Sometimes you are surrounded by a coterie of people who pretend to be your friends, but they are not. They are friends of the office that you hold and the things and the doors that you can open for them. That requires discernment. That requires detachment. That requires focus. That requires selflessness. That requires intellectual firepower and spiritual contentment. Easier said than done. Power, it is said, corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. But I remember the great Tanzanian president Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere used to say that when you are called upon to serve, remember that you are not necessarily the best, but you've been given the honor and privilege of serving. That is why we call you honorable. That is why sometimes we even call you excellency, not because you are excellent yourself, but we expect you to do excellent things. If you surround yourself with the wrong people who will continue to worship you. Very soon, you get used to being worshipped. Then you become a demigod, and you become hostile to truth, and you become attracted to flattery. The strength of character is very important. And power does not change people. Power reveals who you truly were or truly are. I've interacted with individuals even across this continent, men and women who mean well, and they serve well. I was telling a friend of mine who is a senior politician in Kenya that one of the greatest hallmarks of a servant leader is that when he or she receives a letter from a citizen, he or she acknowledges the letter. And I've dealt with many African heads of state, and to their credit, quite a number of them, they will cause the letter to be acknowledged. In Kenya, which is my country, you write to leaders, they never respond. Never. Because there is arrogance, which is tragic. So what must one do when one gets into public office? Humility must never abandon you. I've had the opportunity myself of serving in public spaces in this country on 3 different occasions. And in my view, have never changed. I've always realized that power is temporal, and that you only do your bit and leave. As William Shakespeare once said, all the world is but a stage. We have our comings and goings. If you remember that, you'll remember to always have humility as your shadow. Most African politicians, I'm very reluctant to use the word leaders when I make reference to most African politicians. They occupy positions of leadership, but they are not leaders, most of them. First of all, the intention with which they enter into leadership is the problem. They seek office because they love power and privilege and opportunity that it provides to them. They want to become wealthy, and the easiest and shortest avenue to wealth in Africa today is public office. With the minimum effort, you become a multi-millionaire. They go there in order to be worshipped, and they go there not to do the right thing. And once they have been in office, they do so many wrong things that it becomes dangerous for them to leave office. So their continued occupation of office is also to ensure that they enjoy immunity that comes with office. But when you are a good leader who does the right thing, you do not fear to leave office because nothing has changed. And I've seen leaders of that ilk in this part of the continent. And there are quite a number of sprinkling of leaders who have left office and are doing great things. Joachim Chissano in Mozambique. Ifikepunye Pohamba in Botswana. People like my good friend Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, Ali Hassan Mwinyi in Tanzania, Benjamin William Mkapa, Joachim Chissano, as I've said, of Mozambique. These are people who have left office and nothing is happening to them because they are men and women of integrity. John Mahama of Ghana. There are quite a number of them now across the continent who do not fear being out of office, and they are doing great things once they leave office. But there are others who will never leave office, because the day they leave office,